Top 7 Shocking Corruption Cases in Africa. Africa is quite known for its high corruption cases, and certain power holders have become gang leaders of full-fledged corruption syndicates in different parts of the continent. These top dogs don't just steal, but rather have monopolized their country's economy, built million-dollar cartels, claimed private companies, funded their jet-set lifestyles, and even set up billionaire fortunes for their kids out of government's pockets. Today, we're bringing you the top 7 shocking corruption cases in Africa. Hey guys, welcome to another amazing video from your favorite channel, Splash Splash. Please don't forget to smash the subscribe button and click the bell to be notified whenever we post new awesome videos. Let's dive right into it. Number 1. Sani Abacha's Iron Fist Regime, Nigeria. Abacha definitely had psychopathic tendencies, and he would be always remembered as the one who ruled Nigeria with iron fist from 1993 to 1998. He made the country a living hell for Nigerians with his embezzlement and undiplomatic decrees. He passed laws that granted him absolute power over Nigeria, placed his government above the judiciary, and also gave him power to deal with people who opposed his leadership by arresting and detaining them for 3 months without trial. Aside the fact that General Sani Abacha was a dictator and hardcore military ruler, he was also a thief. Abacha, alongside his accomplices, carted away Nigerian assets worth billions of dollars, and he had hidden the stolen capital assets in offshore accounts. It wasn't until his death that all his illegal dealings were revealed to the public, and here comes the big shocker. He had stolen up to $5 billion. Number 2. Ben Ali Monopoly Scheme, Tunisia. The former president of Tunisia, President Zain El Abidine Ben Ali, his wife Leila, and their friends basically played the country like a monopoly game. The World Bank published a report revealing all of these ex-leaders' shady deals, which he carried out with the support of his wife and his other elite friends. He had structured the Tunisian economy to suit his needs and that of his family, and had also manipulated regulations to benefit his businesses and that of his allies throughout his 23 years in power. He controlled 21% of the private sector, and the Tunisian government seized a total of 220 companies that he allegedly acquired through corruption. Number 3. Bashir's illegal dealings, Sudan. Omar al-Bashir was Sudan's 7th president and one of the worst too. He served for 3 good decades from 1989 to 2019 and spent his whole time in office embezzling the country's assets and looting funds. He was ousted by the military in April 2019 after mass protests against Sudanese who were tired of his regime. According to the Attorney General of Sudan, Bashir faces several charges from corruption, money laundering, illegal money dealings, and financing terrorism. He was also questioned on his involvement in an illegal deal in connection with the selling of Mobitel and MTN telecommunications companies to foreign investors. He was found guilty after this trial and sentenced to 2 years in prison, after which he would be handed to the International Criminal Court to be tried for war charges. Number 4. The Gupta family corruption ring, South Africa. This wealthy Indian family ran a corruption ring that carried out shady deals in South Africa, but something even more amusing is that they were backed up by the president at that time, Jacob Zuma. The Gupta brothers, Ajay, Atul, and Rajesh, were born in India but relocated to South Africa and established businesses. And wait till you hear their business plan. They allegedly bribed their way into the system and employed different tactics with one agenda, which was to gain state influence. The president was in on all their operations and tried to cover up their dirty secrets by firing tax officials and intelligence chiefs to protect them from investigation, and in return they offered lucrative jobs to Zuma's children as compensation for his favors to the family. Number 5. The kleptomaniac lifestyle of Theodore Obiang, Equatorial Guinea. When Theodore's father, sitting in presidential power for over 40 years and also appointing his son as deputy, Theodore's confidence definitely went off the charts and gave him feathers like a peacock, which he flaunts in different countries across the world. His wasteful lifestyle is not news to Equatorial Guineans, considering his Instagram account showcases his expensive lifestyle, and everyone knows how he steals from his government to finance his luxurious cravings. The US Department of Justice in 2014 prosecuted him for money laundering crimes and seized $13 million worth of assets. In 2016, Sweden officials confiscated 11 luxury cars from Obiang, and in 2017, France fined him 30 million euros on charges of corruption. Number 6. Dos Santos family fortune, Angola. The Dos Santos family ran Angola into the ground under their leader José Eduardo dos Santos, who was the former president of the country from 1979 to 2017. Dos Santos had been accused of leading one of the worst or most corrupt regimes in Africa and putting all his attention into gathering wealth for himself and his family. He failed to satisfy the economic and social needs of his people, and nearly 70% of the population lived on less than $2 a day in all his 38 years in power. He focused his efforts on accumulating a fortune for his family and also silencing his opposition. While it may seem as though he did a lot for the Angolan economy, a deep look and you'd see all the holes in the system from corruption. The fact that he has a net worth of over $20 billion while his daughter Isabel sits on $3 billion alongside the title of the richest woman in Africa is enough to clear any doubt you might have. Number 7. Duru Saga Scandal. South Sudan is one of the most corrupt countries in Africa with a corruption index of 13 out of 100, and this is due to the country's social and economic issues. The leaders in South Sudan have exclusive control of the country's funds and have been regarded as thieves in broad daylight, carting away billions of public funds. The lack of transparency and accountability on the part of the South Sudanese government worsens this issue as there are no detailed records. One corruption case is that of Duru Saga. Apparently, they had created this initiative called the Duru Saga, which the government paid the equivalent of nearly $1 million for cereal grains that were never delivered. Different countries were called in by South Sudan to help investigate the mystery behind this project. That's it for today's video. Give it a big thumbs up and drop a comment down below. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on your post notifications to be notified whenever we post a brand new video. While you're here, check out these other videos that you definitely love.